Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing good. I see there's someone else here that wants to come in. Welcome to the call tonight for this amazing opportunity of Velavita to learn more. We're happy to have you and kick this off. We hope you learn more from this call from all of us here today. So I'm going to kick it off to Kristen Adams, who is a nurse practitioner. She is a wealth of knowledge and a six-figure earner in the business. And I'm so excited for you to hear more from her and a few others.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So excited for you guys to be here. Happy Thursday night. If you are here with us live, if you're watching the recording, I hope you're having a great afternoon, evening, or morning. My name is Kristen Adams. I am a nurse practitioner by trade. Thank you, Kelly, so much for welcoming me. I've actually been in the industry now for about 8 years. I've been blessed to be able to build with health and wellness products through a couple of different opportunities, building teams of over 100,000 people, creating seven-figure income streams for my family, and ultimately realized that I wasn't making the impact that I wanted to. Yes, with 100,000 people on my team, I really wanted a company that was going to be able to get people from A to Z much faster and truly have the health benefits that would last a lifetime. And so I started on a search in about February of this year when I was no longer with my current company. And I looked at over 30 different network marketing companies, trying to find that unicorn company, trying to find that company that had above the bar products, trying to find a company that had a really great compensation plan. But you guys, what I really wanted was to find company owners and company leadership that could take me from zero to hero, that could create generational wealth, that had people that had gone before, that truly put the members or the team members at the forefront of their mind. And so when I got a chance to spend a little bit of time with Mr. Costagera, our CEO, and Jeff Mack, our president, I realized that there was really something special here at Velavita. So when I was looking at different companies, I got a chance to fly and meet many different CEOs and try a lot of products. And the last company that I went to, I don't know if it was fate or if there was something in me that was holding me back, because I knew that this was maybe too good to be true. I went down the last weekend of February to meet Mr. Costagera before I made my final decision, and he sealed the deal. The reason that I fell so head over heels in love with Velavita is because of the heart of his leadership. Now, Costagera had been in the industry for 27 years, as it says there, as a distributor, owner, and vendor. He was doing $100,000 income weeks when I was in grade school, month after month after month, I think for like a year and a half. Unbelievable. Made $40 million in the industry and retired. The reason that he came out of retirement was to be able to create a home for people just like us with products that would revolutionize the way that we biohack our bodies or help our bodies achieve our goal successes, and to create a compensation plan where everyone can win. Now, Jeff Mack has also been in the industry 30 years, but his main goal before he came to Velavita to help co-found Velavita was opening up product lines, opening up distribution centers. And I have to say the partnership here, we have been open for 2 years and it has been flawless. Not 1 hour of back order, not one problem that has arisen that they haven't been able to fix immediately, with an amazing company owned product line where we do everything in-house, which sets Velavita apart from any other company. If we didn't have amazing products though, we wouldn't have a company. So let's get into those. If I can get my screen to click. Oh, it went too far. So this is our first flagship product. This is the Brain. It is a white snap, as you can see here. This comes in 5 different flavors right now, which is chocolate mint, chocolate sea salt, caramel macchiato, lemon drop, and a seasonal peanut butter cup. What this is it's a serum in here that has nanotechnology. So when you snap it into your mouth, or you can put it into a beverage, the small particles that are less than 100 nanometers actually get underneath the tongue and along your stomach lining, and they absorb within seconds. So we have the building blocks for 3 major neurotransmitters plus some additional ones. One that makes you happy, you probably heard of serotonin, one that helps you stay calm, which is GABA, and a third one that helps you focus, which is called dopamine. I love that these building blocks in here get absorbed into our bloodstream very quickly, and we can start feeling those effects through, as you see on the right-hand side of my screen, the alpha, the beta, and the omega stage very quickly throughout our day. So you're going to notice a quick boost of mental energy. That's 100 milligrams of nanotechnology, plant-based caffeine getting into your bloodstream quick, improve focus and alertness, improve mood, as well as that mental acuity and a feeling of well-being. Now at the bottom on each one of these slides, you're going to see a lot of different symbols. All of our products are non-GMO, gluten-free. They're vegan except for one, which is our collagen, keto-friendly, dairy-free, and CGMP compliant. CGMP compliance is actually the highest level of certification that you can get from the FDA. And we're also completely Health Canada approved, as well as any country that we are open in, we are approved by their government. So you're going to get the same product, whether you live in Canada, whether you live in Mexico, Japan, Europe, as you do here in the States, which was really, really important for me. Our second product started as a sleep product. This is our Zleam. It is Sleep and Slim. What I love about this is Costagera had spent many years jet setting around the world and had messed up his circadian rhythm, and he could not sleep. No matter what he took, it didn't work. And so they wanted to find a way to biohack your sleep. So not only does this have great ingredients to help you fall asleep, a little bit of naturally sourced melatonin to help your body start going to sleep, then it has some herbs that help you stay asleep. It has the nootropics, just like the brain, to help you stay calm and stay happy while you sleep. So you actually have happy dreams while you're resting. But then they started looking at, okay, what is a hormone that raises at night in most people that should be lowered? And that's cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone, as well as the toxins that we consume or get exposed to during the day. If we have a buildup of those at night, they can prevent us from sleeping. So they actually made this a detox. You're going to get 7 days of detox for the box. And then the rest of the box is gut restoration. So it's a gut health product. It's going to remove the toxins and the bad hormones like cortisol from your liver, your lymph, and your GI tract. And then they still had a little bit of room left over. So there is a enzyme or a peptide that's released from your muscles when you exercise. And the trademark name of that is called mitoburn. And what mitoburn does is when it's floating around in the body, it triggers your body to convert stored fat, specifically organ fat, into energy. So if you remember back in middle school science where you had the cell, there's a mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell, and it needs ATP, or the little lightning bolts that we would draw on there. Well, it takes the fat cell and it releases all the lightning bolts, which is the extra energy that's stored in our fat cells. So that way, when you wake up in the morning, all of your cells are energized. So not only do you sleep great, you wake up feeling refreshed, you have lighter and brighter mornings, and you're getting all the gunk out from the day before. But then you have all this extracellular energy, so you feel like ready to go and take on the world, which is awesome. You can also take this one plain, just snap it right into your mouth, or you can add it to a beverage. I like to add my chocolate strawberry into a little bit of chocolate almond milk before I go to bed, or the red velvet is really good in coconut milk. So lots of different choices there. Again, this one has all the same certifications as the other. And I love that this is a product that's going to help. You don't have to have a lot of weight to lose. It's still going to reduce the amount of harmful like fat stores that we have in our body, whether you have extra fluffiness or not. It's still good for you, which I love that. Our third one is our time reverser. Now, this is anti-aging at the cellular level. This is the only one that is not vegan at the moment. And that's because we have bovine type 1 collagen. It is hydrolyzed. You're talking a 93 to 97% absorption rate compared to powder, which is less than 20, closer to 10% absorption. So you're not getting a lot of that into your body. So this one works fast. And what's great about this collagen is hydrolyzed type 1 collagen is the most abundant way to get collagen into your body. However, it's the added ingredients that make this one so great. So once they got the collagen in, they said, okay, how else can we biohack our bodies into anti-aging? They started adding aronia berries, which are the highest antioxidant, even more powerful than elderberries, blueberries, pomegranates. So it boosts your immune system and helps keep you healthy. That's anti-aging, to not have as much disease. Number 2, they added in D-biotin pure, which helps your hair, skin, and nails grow longer. And it's water soluble. So unlike synthetic biotin that stores up in your liver and can cause problems like fatty liver disease and other stuff that we don't even want to talk about, this one, if you have too much or your body can't use it all that day, it just flushes out, which is great. Then they added SODs, which are antioxidants. So they go after those free radicals that can cause problems in our body and help with skin brightening and lightening and anti-aging on the skin. Then there's 2 last ingredients I want to talk about. S7, which is a superfood compact product that actually has clinical studies showing it boosts nitric oxide by 230%. Now, that's a lot of information for what, right? What does nitric oxide do in our body? Well, nitric oxide is a really great product for anyone who is looking for endurance, perfusion, Also stamina, things like that. So whether you like to lift weights, you're a runner, maybe you just are chasing a bunch of kids at night, or you're a busy healthcare worker running around on the floor, whatever that looks like for you, you're going to have that endurance. But one thing that I love about this is it actually helps boost libido and your bedtime activities. So if you have a spouse that needs some attention at night after you're busy chasing those kids all day, you'll have endurance and stamina for that as well. So that's always an added benefit. The last one on here is NMN, which is a precursor to glutathione. Now, going back to that cell that we talked about in the last one, our DNA, every single time it replicates every 120 days, the end caps get a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. The smaller those end caps or telomeres are, the older your DNA is at an aging level, right? It's called our cellular time frame or cellular age. This actually helps promote lengthening of the telomeres, so your DNA replicates better. And at the cellular level, it's anti-aging, which is, I mean, it's just unbelievable. What I like about the youth is it tastes great. It's my favorite one to take, and I haven't had it yet today. So I'm going to actually stop my screen share for just a second, show you guys how to take this. So they just bend and snap. This is the front, this is the back. There's a little line there. You can't really see because my ring light. And you just bend it right here and snap it into your mouth. And that's it. The liquid comes out the snap. So it's super easy to take, quick, and I like to call it like a little fruit snack. Super easy. All right, the last snap I'm going to share is our Plus. This is a ketogenic coffee creamer. It has MCT oil and a lot of different ingredients that actually help your body support a healthy weight management. Now, this one is going to go more for that skeletal extra fluffiness. It's going to contribute to a healthy metabolism. If you want this product to just give you a little bit of burn, you can actually snap it into a protein shake after you work out. It's going to help accentuate or add to the workout that you've already done by helping your body burn more calories for longer. You can add it to orange juice. You can add it to any sort of beverage. But if you add it to a caffeinated or you take it alongside a caffeine, you're actually going to get increased metabolism boost or metabolism support. This does control appetite. Many people have said that when they take their Plus, they have to remind themselves to eat. I know for me personally, if I snap this, I usually try to take mine in the afternoon. I'll eat a much lighter dinner than I normally do, and I don't feel like eating anything before I go to bed. But the one ingredient in here that I love the most, it's called alpha yobamine, and it actually binds to the receptor. Again, we're going back to the cell because we're biohacking. We're looking for how this can help your body achieve your results. So it goes to those skeletal fat cells. And if you guys remember back in that 6th grade or 7th grade science class, your cell will replicate itself, make a copy, and then come apart. And then the old cell dies and the new cell takes its place. And a macrophage comes and eats it up. I like to think of macrophages as Pac-Man. It's just what I see in my head. I'm sure it probably doesn't really look like that. But this ingredient binds to that site. So the cell, when it gets old, cannot replicate itself. So it just gets old and dies. So over time, you will have less skeletal fat cells in your body. So it's kind of like liquid liposuction. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to bring back Miss Kelly. She's had an experience with the brain snap, and I would love to hear, Kelly, what your experience has been with these products. You're muted, Kelly.
Unmute, that would help. So the brain for me has really become a fast favorite. I'm a mom of 3. I'm a nurse by trade. And I have 2, we were just talking about this. I have 2 teenagers that are 16 months apart and a 10-year-old. So we have a lot of hormones in our house, and also as a mama, right? So as far as patience goes, I feel like it's patience in a little packet. It's really, really helped me to kind of carry out my day, to be more focused. I'm a quality nurse now, and I have to do a lot of meetings and different things. And I usually have a crash midday, and I feel like I can pop that into either my protein shake mid-morning or just take it with some Fairlife milk. I found that works really, really well. Any of the flavors besides lemon work for that. And so I really find that it does the job, and you don't, without the crash. So to me, I feel like PMS symptoms become a little bit lessened with that too. You have, like I said, I always feel like I have something for a little bit of ammunition to deal with that and move through my day. So honestly, it's great. And I work out as well. So I find that it's also great for a little pre-workout. If I haven't had the best morning, I can pop that in and feel like I can kill my workouts. So it's really become a fast favorite.
Thank you so much for sharing, Kelly.
Yeah.
All right, the last product that I'm going to talk about is this necklace that I've been wearing. I'm going to screen share here for just a second while I share with you guys a little bit about this. So this device, it's like a little medallion, and you can wear it on your body or put it in your pocket or throw it on a keychain. And it actually has two major functions. The first one is it blocks EMFs. And I'm going to show you guys really quick what that looks like. The second function is that it actually has a metal spacer in the middle that you see there that holds the frequency of the earth. And our bodies, we're electromagnetic beings. So we have a heartbeat that comes from an electrical impulse. We have nerves in our brain, electrical impulse. In fact, everything done in your body is from electrical impulses. So the fact that we are getting assaulted by 1 quintillion times the amount of EMF activity as we were 10 years ago, that's a 1 with 15 zeros behind it. That's a big number. We need this to help protect our heart and our bodies to be able to function the best. And as you can see on the right, there's a lot of symptoms that are related to electromagnetic sensitivity, which includes poor sleep, poor focus, poor mood, irritability, difficulty functioning, lots of aches and discomforts and things like that. And so one thing that we noticed when we launched these back in September, we happened to be around over 2,000 5G towers where we were. And as you can see, just my little, if I hold this far away, you're noticing that it's 100 and some. And as we get this closer, look at how quickly it drops. And it will drop to 0 if I hold it here long enough. What was crazy was we had over 2,000 towers, and so many people were feeling sick. They were feeling ill. They weren't enjoying themselves after their travel. They were feeling exhausted, all of that kind of stuff. And as soon as we started passing out these tunes and people got a chance to try them, they were noticing the improvements in their bodies. So while we might be a little bit ahead of the time when it comes to tune, and it's a little bit, I've had some people say it's a little bit woo-woo. It's about 2 cents a day to have one of these necklaces. And if it protects my family from the potential dangers that are out there that science really isn't sharing much about right now, a lot of people are muted on the point, then I'm going to protect my family. So we'll talk more about that later if you guys have questions. But now I'm excited to bring up my partner in crime here, Miss Deanna. Deanna is a top leader in the industry, and she decided not that long ago to make a huge leap and leave her project to come to Velavita. Deanna, I would love to hear your experience and why you chose Velavita.
Absolutely, ladies. So thanks for having me. I love doing these calls because I always, I know that if you are taking the time from your family and to hop on a call like this, it means that there's something inside of you that thought, maybe I could do that too. And I think I'll give you a little bit of background. So I'm an occupational therapist as well, which is so interesting that we ended up, here with a couple of nurses, and I was running my own business, doing that, very successful for 15 years, and kind of stumbled, maybe like you have too, into the industry and just thought, well, that would be interesting to make a little bit of extra money. And I really, over the past 3 or 4 years in particular, have really caught the bug and really understood another RN. That's so good. Hi, Julie. But you understand, if I say to you then, a lot of you guys, that you're trading time for money. Like I loved it. I loved it. I was doing home visits. I would be traveling around in my car and seeing clients, and I really, really loved it. But at the end of the day, I would be the last one to pick my kids up at 6 o'clock. I remember crying, thinking, my gosh, I'm not going to make it to the after school program. It gives me chills actually thinking about it, because I just wanted something to make a little bit of extra money on the side to kind of let me breathe a little bit. And that's how it all started. And that's what keeps me going every single day, is, like I said, knowing that something got you on this call. And for some of us, yes, this is our main income at this point. For the most people that are going to join us, it's not, right? Especially right now with everything in the world, we're looking to bridge a gap. And I'm here to tell you guys, I looked long and hard, very similar to Kristen. I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to get right down to business, because I'm really honest when it comes to the product. I do not know. I am not an ingredient geek. I'm healthy. And it was important to me that the ingredients were clean, and that I was looking for something, in terms of a business, to plant my flag where it was different, like something where there was a hole in the market, a niche, because we've all seen all the shakes and powders and things. And, I like health and wellness. I'm kind of healthy. I was talking about McDonald's prior to this, but there's a lot of Me Too products, right? This one was the first one that got my attention because it was different. And so all I know is I always say to these gals, I probably shouldn't, but I was like, I don't know what's in this voodoo shit, but it works. I probably shouldn't say shit, but it works. And so I really had a mental and physical transformation from taking these products consistently. And so has my husband. So I'm going to get into the business part and what, for me, I'm a business gal and I walked away from my OT clinic and was doing network marketing full time. This was not a joke. I was replacing a hefty income and knew that I needed to find somewhere that the average person could succeed. So I'm going to give you kind of 4 reasons. One is comp plan, which I'm going to run through in a minute with all of you guys. The second one though, is that doability for the average person. So right now in this world of social selling, it needs to be something where you can plug into the systems that we have here and work with what we have and help you to build something, for most people, slowly, sustainably, over time. That's kind of this new era of social selling. It's not to, do 100 parties and hustle yourself into the grave. It's about building a business that's not going anywhere. And so that's really the culture that we have here. If you want to jump in and run, we're always here to help you, but I just want you to know, no matter what your goals are, we can meet you there. And the average person needs to be able to do that because most people are working full time. The third one, though, is customer retention. So a lot of companies will talk about customer retention rates. So for me, I needed to know what they were. So if you're telling me it's an 85% here and a 10-to-1, that's pretty amazing. So what that tells you is that customers are actually buying and purchasing the product over and over again, which is really important when we talk about comp plan. And the fourth one was momentum potential. So I'm not going to spoil that. I'll let Kristen come back to it, but there needed to be room for myself and my team here, right? So we needed to have room. So let's jump into comp plan. We're going to start. I'm going to try to really simplify this for you tonight. So let's kind of start with our comp plan here. And there's a number of different ways that we can earn income. So when we talk about comp plan, let's start with customers. So regardless, if you're on day one and you join us here in the business, you're going to earn a 20% commission on every single order. You sell to your mom, you're earning 20% off every one of those boxes. Okay. Very simple. But we also have 4 different ways that you earn just on customers without, building a team or anything like that. So one is our Strive for 5 bonus, which is basically for every 5 new customers you bring in a month, you're going to earn $50 US. You bring in 10, it's $100 US, and so on. Okay. No questions asked. The second one, though, is when things get really, really fun. So our next, I always forget what it's called, but e-commerce bonus. Okay. So those same customers that you brought in month 1 that ordered at least 1 box, let's say they're ordering 1 box. Okay. You've already earned that bonus plus your commission. If they stay on the product and they order the next month, now you're earning $100 US on those same customers month after month after month for life that they order their product. Okay. And that's on 1 box. So you'll see on there, if they are ordering 2 boxes, that bonus doubles to 200, 3 boxes, 300. Okay. And those bonuses build over time. So when I'm talking about sustainability, you can see how gathering and sharing the products genuinely with people over time can really start to develop some significant income. Okay. So I hope that you can see that. So that is one way with customers. Okay. If you are like Kelly or myself or like Kristen, we have started to really leverage our income. And actually I can explain the difference. So leveraged income is if it can happen organically. If someone says to you, my gosh, like, okay, this brain stuff, like this is no joke. I've got some people that are interested. I want to join your team and sell this too. So you'll naturally have that. And you might catch the bug just like us and go, wow, like I know somebody that would be amazing at this, right? To sell it as well. And suddenly, if you have a team, you're able to stretch your income further. Residual income is when things get really, really fun. Okay. So you're able to get paid on the work that you're doing now, potentially for a long, long time. So for some of us, this is a retirement plan, right? And you do have to play the long game. We're not going to say, come in here, you're going to make millions of dollars, but over time, we can show you these skills to build that income that it's going to last, into retirement, which is pretty exciting. Okay. I get excited about that. I think I just jumped ahead. All right. So there's a whole bunch of other ways here. I feel like every time we put this up, people's eyes glaze over. All of this is just highlighting those things that I already said. We literally have 11 ways that we get paid here. So we get paid in multiple ways on each customer order. For your team, if you do end up with people that join you in the business, if you choose, you will have check matching. So you're going to get bonuses based on what they earn. You're going to have referral bonuses. So every time somebody joins your team, you're going to earn on that. One of the things called a lifestyle bonus that's really, really fun. And what we don't do here is a car bonus. And just as a person who's been in the industry for a while and has seen sort of the downside to that, this is not something that I would have chosen to participate in, because we allow you to have the cash, right? If once you start hitting our first leadership rank of star, you're going to earn a minimum of $150 a week, up to $2,500 a week, because we're paid weekly here. And then you can choose, if you want to buy a new car, great. If you want to save it, great. If you're paying for kids' university, awesome, right? But those bonuses continue every time you hit that rank. What else here? Okay, so these are the big ones. So if you reach the top level, it's important to note, because we do have leaders looking into this opportunity, as we do have a volume share. So once you reach the top level of the company, you're going to make it percentage off of every single sale globally here. And we're already open in 70 countries, which is pretty phenomenal. But the one thing that's cool for everybody as well, no matter what rank you're at, is our 5-year retirement plan. It's not a joke. It's written right into our PMPs that when you're here at Velavita for 5 years and 1 day, you're able to retire. So most of us probably wouldn't after that time, but at the same time, there's no expectation to be on Zoom calls like this or, be running team trainings. You can walk away and continue to earn on what you earn here and what you've built, which is pretty neat. So I hope that helps. This little graphic is a overview of something that sets us apart here that's pretty neat. So we have what's called a binary hybrid compensation plan. And I don't want you to get in your head about this. All that means is that we are building down deep on 2 levels. So normally when you start network marketing, the majority of companies, if you have people that join your team, it's kind of like this. They're all in a little line underneath you, and those are your people, right, that have joined you. And the only person that benefits from that is you as their upline. So here, what we've done is actually flip that on its head. So instead of just having all one line, we build 2 legs or 2 teams, right? So let's say you bring in 20 people. You're going to put 10 down one side on one team and 10 down the other. And why that's important is that you're going to share volume with your team and you're going to be able to bless them. Okay. So you're going to get help from the person that you join with, because remember, they only have 2 legs. So if you're on this call tonight, whoever you're joining only has 2 legs. So you're either going to go left or you're going to go right. And then the next person that joins is going to go left and they're going to go right. And it's going to keep going. Okay. And we're in the early stages here, which is very, very exciting. So we can answer questions at the end on that as well. But just a couple of things that really set us apart is that timing. I mean, we are fortunately and unfortunately in a time where people are going to be looking to bridge that gap. Like I said, I just pumped my gas. It didn't even fill up my car. It was $150. I'm in Canada. And it almost I had a little moment, things are getting really expensive. And when historically there's been a recession, network marketing has boomed. So I don't know if you guys are aware of that. It's just a fact. It's the times that it's happened in history. People will be looking, and we have something really unique to offer. And that goes with the product as well. There's nothing like this, right? There's nothing, like what we have here that somebody can try something and go, okay, I felt this in 10 to 15 minutes. We're not saying, keep going for 60 days, 90 days, keep mixing that shake, right? People can try it and go, whoa, I felt better. I was more patient with my kids. Okay. So Kristen's going to talk to you a little bit about timing and opportunity as well.
I couldn't find my unmute. One thing I do want to touch on here that Deanna, you usually touch on is the free shipping. Global
I didn't even say it. I'm too
shipping.
It's because I don't have my view. I have my view on gallery, not.
Oh yeah, so it's real tiny. So we have global free shipping. So Deanna's in Canada and it takes 2 days to get to her and it's free shipping, whether she buys 1 box or she buys 100 boxes. And in the 70 countries we're open, we're going to ship 2-day US UPS here in the States, and outside of the States, they ship express, DHL or FedEx, wherever you live. So I have friends who are in Vancouver, it ships out of Miami, and within 24 to 36 hours, they are receiving their product. In another country,
I ordered Monday. It was the craziest thing. I ordered Monday and it was there Tuesday. I was like, how is this even possible? And that's important because I know there's at least one Canadian on this call that's why we haven't set up distribution here. Sometimes I get asked that question and I'm like, okay, but the reason why is because we're able to offer the free shipping and the reduced taxes. Like if we set up here, and this is the same for Australia, for any Australians, we have to set up distribution in certain countries based on their laws and what they have. So Canada and Australia are similar. So if we do that for us here, that means Canada Post, which is like crazy expensive. It takes a long time. And then we're getting dinged again on taxes. So we don't want that. So
yeah, I love that our company, because we have the experience that we have, they know how to open countries and help countries thrive, which is fantastic. Yeah. And the second to the bottom one here, we have a low monthly qualification. So while we're going into a recession, there's a lot of companies out there, a lot of these bigger companies that are instability. They're over here at the end. They're big, stable companies, and they're putting out fear. They're saying, hey, things are looking rough. It's more expensive to go to the grocery store. It's more expensive to go to the gas station. You need another income before you can't afford your lifestyle. We're not there. Okay. We're not going to ever show people that or tell people that there is a fearful reason to join our company. Instead, what we want to do is show you that we're in formulation stage. We have 5 product verticals, 4 snaps, and 1 tune. We have another vertical coming in Q4, which is coming very, very soon. And we are going to be moving into concentration. So we might open up another, I don't know, I've heard anywhere between 4 to 6 more verticals. So we're getting close to the closing of formulation, which is where we choose exactly how many product lines we're going to have. And moving into concentration is where we have leaders like Deanna, like Kelly, like Catherine that you see on here, who are they've been in the field, they know what to look for, and they identify our company as the next big thing. Then when enough leaders are here and we have the right products in line and the right people here, we will move into momentum. Now, there are teams that are in momentum right now, and that's super exciting, but the company is not yet in momentum. When we are, you will have people reaching out to you saying, oh my gosh, I've seen you using those snap things. I heard about them from TikTok, or I saw those on Instagram, or my friend was talking about that on her social, but I knew you first. I want to get in. And that is when you're going to see the millionaires being made in this industry. You're going to see people who got in before the momentum, and they're going to be able to create checks that are going to, yes, help make the difference at the gas station. Yes, help you have date night for your husband, but also help you set aside money so you can create a legacy of wealth for your children's children. Then eventually our company will move into stability, and you'll still be able to partner with us in 10 years and make a great income. But they're going to be talking about, oh my gosh, can you believe the people that got in before? How freaking awesome is that? Because those people are going to be blessed beyond belief. You only need really one person who decides to take this and run on your right team, and one person who decides to take this and run on your left team. And they don't even have to be sponsored by you. And you get paid infinity levels deep forever and ever and ever on every single box that is ordered. And what's really cool about our company is if you're not paid on that volume, it rolls over to the next week. There's no more waking up to zeros on the first of the month. Every single volume, you're either paid on it or it rolls over to get paid on at a future time, which is really cool. So after hearing all this, you have 3 choices, in my opinion. A is I am all in. Someone send me a link. I'm ready to do this. I'll ask questions later. Awesome. We'll get you the link to the person whoever invited you here today, and we'll get you signed up. There's even a way that you can sign up and get the $50 yearly fee waived. So make sure you ask how to come in as a promoter. Number 2 is B, but I have questions. Don't worry, we have answers. The person who invited you to watch this is either going to send you some PDFs to answer your question, maybe a video, or they might connect you to someone like myself, Deanna, or Kelly to answer your questions. And you know what? We're not going to give you a high pressure sales pitch. We understand that you're trying to make the best decision for your health and for your family. And we want to give you the answers without pushing or prodding you into anything that you're not ready to. So we're going to give you those answers and let you make your own decision. And C, I'm super excited about these products. I can't wait to get them in my hands. I'm ready to be a customer, and we will definitely take all the customers we can get. We've got raving fans, as Deanna said. We have a 10-to-1 customer to member ratio with an 85% auto ship retention rate. People love these products. If you are deciding to partner with us here today, I want to be the first to welcome you to our Velavita family. Oops, I'm going to stop the recording, trying to.